crazy cash!
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Good morning to everyone, or maybe good evening. Some people are from different countries, so waiting for Bitcoin to drop one more time so I can buy Riot. Will be a huge play in the bull run. Yeah, it's interesting that Riot is green today. Meanwhile, everything else is it's been terrible. It's been sideways. All I can do is sell puts and maybe some calls, but yeah, Bitcoin is just, it's doing exactly what we didn't want it to do, which by that I mean it tanked and then we're just going sideways again. I expect us to tank. It's just interesting that Riot is it's trending. So I don't know what's going on there. I see no news for it. But yeah, that's a good one for the bull run, for sure. Sound holding up, but it doesn't really mean anything. You look at this. I'm gonna go through. Look at this. You want to see something interesting? Sybil sideways. Riot, the only one trending up slowly. GRNY sideways. ARGB sideways. Nvidia sideways. The whole Bitcoin mining sector sideways. IonQ sideways. NVTS sideways. ASTS sideways. Do I need to keep going? Serve Robotics sideways. ONDS, a small little trend to the upside. SoFi slowly falling down. Rich Tech Robotics slowly falling down. I think Rich Tech Robotics is dead. I think that's going to go to dollar, then reverse split. It's just going to destroy people. That's why I took the loss on it. As soon as that short report came out, I was like, oh, hell no. I've been through this before. Better to take that $800 loss than hold it all the way down. This thing it's starting to behave like trash. So, I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. Soundhound, we're going to make money on that. So, the loss, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who would be stupid enough to be holding Rich Tech Robotics at the top? I know a guy who bought at $7. Alex Petrosky, he bought at $7, and he's just holding a big bag all the way down. And this is why you take losses. You just never know when stocks are going to become trash. And I'm not going to, fuck around and find out, right? I'm not going to wait and see. Screw that. Either prove to me that you're worth buying or fuck off, right? That's really what it is. It has not recovered above the white line. We need this above the white line. If not, it's just going to start spiraling down. Palantir sideways. APLD is, I'm hoping it breaks the trend line here. You know what's funny is I have $31 sold puts that are going to expire. Either they're going to expire, and I'm not going to get filled, or I'm going to get filled today. It's going to be fun to see, because it's literally right at 31. So, Bitcoin, again, Bitcoin is sideways. I can't do much. This is as sideways as it gets. I've been, like I said, I've just been selling covered calls and selling puts because not much else I can do. I got to make some money at least. Even if it's a little bit, it's better than nothing. You can't spend the whole bear market making nothing. You got to be making something. Will ONDS go up? I'm sure it will at some point. Good day to you. Whoa. WOU. Still Time Cheese. Shout out to Still Time Cheese. ONDS. Wow, look at Riot at 17. I think I could probably buy back my sold puts for a profit. But I'm not going to do that. I'll let them expire. If anything, I might sell some more puts. Hey, Bitcoin's starting to move. Look at that. Bitcoin started moving. What happened? Bitcoin just got a big pump here. It got a big pump and everything just started, look at that. Everything else just started going up with it. We're just, hey, look, Soundhound at $8. Man, all these crybabies about Soundhound. All these people crying about SoundHound. They don't know how to play the game. We're gonna recover and this thing will go back to 15, 20. Yeah, everything just turned green all of a sudden. I'm tempted to buy NVTS here, but it has earnings in 4 days. That's the only thing that sucks. ONDS here looks like wait a minute, is that a... Yeah, if it breaks above 1130, should send it to 13. You know what? If I buy ONDS today, I'd have to set a stop at 1087. Yeah, I mean, nothing's changed. We're still just going sideways. That's the problem. We're still just going sideways. And look at Bitcoin. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? It pumped. It got a nice little big pump here and it's immediately retracing it. What is that? Fake out? Trying to get me excited? Oh, because it became 9 o'clock. Oh, never mind. Open door is the only thing that's moved, but it already moved 17%. Right? Like, I'm not going to chase that. Would RR really go that far, even with the stuff they have going on with sound? Go that far, even with... Go that far down? I mean, it can. I mean, it doesn't matter what sound is doing. Sound is its own company. RR... You know, yeah, I mean, Big Bear AI can get all the government contracts they want. It doesn't mean anything if they're just going to keep tanking. So really, RR and sound have nothing to do with each other. If RR is gonna, as long as it's under that white line, it has to get back above that, or else it's just gonna start spiraling down. I've seen it too many times. It's going up now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going up on a Friday. That's shocking. On a Friday, why are we going up on a Friday? I mean, we're not green. We're still sideways. I'm a little cautious because if they strike Iran, I wonder what the reaction is. Do we tank if Iran gets hit? I mean, I'm already loaded up 50k on SoundHound, so I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Like, I don't need to add more. I'd rather take that money elsewhere. NVTS is a good buy here at the white line. Stop loss at 788. We'll see how we close today, though. It doesn't matter how we look at open. It's about how we close. I'm almost tempted to buy puts. Almost. Yeah, I mean, should I buy puts? Would not be a bad idea. If I buy puts, what would I buy it on? Buy it on Palantir? LPLA also in the process of dropping. Head and Shoulders on monthly will be a huge play in a few weeks. I'm up 10% on ONDS. Should I sell or ride to 14 bucks? ONDS. Where is it? Oh, there it is. ONDS. I think give it. Let's see how we close today. Really. Right. Why would you sell right now? It's not. There's not even. It hasn't even had a red day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green days so far. I would sell only if you get a red day here. So basically wait till 2:55 p.m. Central Time is what I'm using. Wait till 5 minutes before market closed and then see if it's a green. If it closes on a green candle, you should be fine. You should continue holding. But if it closes red, then better to take profit. But yeah, sellers aren't really showing up on ONDS here. So I would hold and see if you can ride it to 14. If it sells off today, then just take the profit. This is Friday though, so shorts are probably covering. That's true. That's also true. Look up the market reaction to Desert Storm in 1991 and Iraqi freedom in 2003. Probably a relatively short dip. Definitely not holding anything over the weekend other than sound at the moment. Same. I kind of don't want to hold anything over the weekend. Actually, we can see some news here. Where's the news section? What's going on with the news? U.S. Supreme Court issues ruling in challenge to legality of... Oh, they issued a ruling? What did they say? Oh, that's so stupid. Yet the U.S. Supreme Court issued 3 decisions on Tuesday, but did not decide the closely watched dispute over the legality of President Donald Trump's global tariffs. Surprise, surprise. What a shocker. U.S. Oh, here's some more news. Exclusive U.S. military planning on Iran, highly advanced, with options ranging from targeting individuals to pursuing regime change. So that's kind of like the potential for us to go down over the weekend or next week. Who knows? No, I never checked this. That I didn't know this. That I had access to this, but yeah, yeah. The over the weekend risk is the problem here, and it's not like the market is pumping huge. By the way, it's not pumping huge. It's not like it's getting this big pump. We're literally sideways. So if anything, Big Daddy, I would say just 5 minutes before close, just check on it. And who knows what's going to happen over the weekend? You could just wake up over the weekend, on Monday, and everything tanked anyways. Who knows with this guy? I mean, they really, who knows? I want to buy something, but I just have no... Why is Sybil up 13%? Did they finally come out with news or something? I know Lana in the Discord is absolutely crying. Hopefully she's not watching this. But yeah, she has 10K in this. And somebody else has like 20, 30K in it. So they're definitely crying. Like they're feeling the pain. I mean, yeah, that's... I don't see anything here. Did they update their website? I mean, it might just be getting buyers. Buyers might be... They just might be showing up because it's just so cheap. Because it's up 13%. I mean, it's so cheap down here. Every time you've bought Sybil down here, it's been a moneymaker. It's been like 300 to 1,000% return. So of course there's going to be people who are going to show up right now. They're going to show up and buy this stock because they're like, holy crap, this thing is sitting down here like at the absolute bottom. Why wouldn't they buy? I don't blame them. But those are people who are experienced, who aren't stupid. They're not going to cry. Like, oh no. I learned yesterday after having a talk with Trucker Jeff that some people, man, they just can't handle the pain. They just can't. They need to become numb to it. The stock market's not for you if you're going to be emotional. You gotta stop being emotional. But apparently it's not easy for people to not be emotional. It's very strange. Very strange to me, at least. I don't see an update on Sybil here. I'm trying to find their investor relations. Nope, I don't see anything. No update. So I don't know. I guess it's just moving because the fact that it's moving here, it's because there's people buying right now. There's people. The smart ones are buying. The smart ones are buying. They're not scared. They don't know fear. Fear doesn't exist in them because they have so much experience. Like it's like you're just stupid if you're scared, basically. I mean, seriously, why would you be scared? It doesn't make sense. Like, wait a minute, you get to buy at absolute bottom down here? What? Would you prefer to buy the absolute top and hold the big bag all the way down? That's stupid. Now that's retarded. But even I think it's even more retarded that people get scared when it's like this historically has been a money maker down here. But people just don't got patience, I guess, and they're in their emotions too much. They need to get rid of the emotional side for at least for the stock market. You can be emotional outside of the stock market, sure, but when you're in the stock market, you got to stop having the emotions. Uh, Catching the FOMO before the sell-off, in my opinion, is Palantir a buy? I think Palantir is a buy if you're buying shares for long term with a sell target of 200, but I'm not buying just yet. I'm waiting to see if it tanks because it's just going sideways here. So I'm kind of just sitting back and waiting. Right now it's a waiting game because we don't know. We don't know where we're headed. I predict we're gonna go down because it seems like we're very intent on striking Iran. The market's probably not gonna react well to it. It feels like the market's just looking for a reason to tank anyways. It's what it feels like. Because we're not creating higher highs or higher lows. Only Riot is doing that right now. And I'm sure there's a few others, but we're not really going anywhere. So I think it's best to play it safe and just sit back and relax. Let it all come down. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to tank again. I think we will go down to 50K. Because we need people like Lana. We need people like who's the other guy? There's a bunch of people in the Discord who are, I'm not gonna say they're on the verge of quitting. More like they're feeling the pain. And when people are feeling the pain, the stock market wants to tank. It wants to tank more to really, to really weed out as many people as possible. To really, there's people right now. I promise you. Listen to this. I promise you there's people right now who are on the verge of selling. And they are hoping that things turn around right now. And if they don't, they are ready to hit the sell button. And that's going to accelerate the selling pressure. Because somebody's selling, obviously. We're not going down because people are buying. We keep selling off because there's people who are selling. There's people who are just sitting there like, if this goes down again, I'm done. I'm just going to sell and I'm never touching the stock market again. Or I'm never, I'm just going to come back in the bull run or whatever. Or they'll just sell and come back later. Who knows? They'll reposition, whatever. They'll take the loss, basically, is what it comes down to. Because they just can't handle it anymore. It's too much. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to tank really hard again. We're going to see Bitcoin at 48 to 50K, and a lot of stocks are going to drop real cheap, and we're going to need that. I want this to happen. I need people to feel pain. I need them to become stronger, so that the next time we go through this, they're excited, or at the least numb. Because if you're just going to be emotional every single time we go into a crash, bear market, downtrend, correction, etc., this just don't even bother. Why even play this game? That doesn't make sense. Don't bother with this game. Go play, with your fingers or something. I don't know. Go do something else. It's just don't. This is not for you. If you're going to be crying, gotta get rid of that. Oh, I'm seeing 666 on Bitcoin. 6666, guys. That's it. We're absolutely tanking. I'm buying a put. Let me grab my puts. I'm kidding. But I wouldn't blame you for buying puts. Everything looks ready to go. Everything looks ready to go. Yeah, I think we're going to tank. We need to squeeze. There's people right now on the verge of selling if this tanks again. We will tank, and there's going to be a lot of people who are going to hit the sell button, and we're just going to have a big red day. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, guys. I like seeing people squirm. Let's get the idiots and the weak out of here. I don't want weak people in my Discord. I don't want weak people. We need to have a community of strong traders with a strong mindset. Panther got a cross under on the monthly. No way it's going to hold here. Yeah, I saw that. It does not look good on the monthly. On the monthly, it does not look good. Yeah, on the monthly, it looks terrible. Which is why I'm saying, like, I'm just gonna wait and see if we come down to like $120 or $100. That's where I'm gonna look to buy leaps. I've been flipping leaps, but yeah, my timing has been good so far with flipping, but I need to be careful. If I buy a leap at the wrong time, I'm gonna have to hold it down, and I don't want to do that. Doing well as in being a reliable flip that stayed in a consistent range. Yeah, that's kind of what it's been. We're just flipping stocks that are in a consistent range and selling puts and calls because not much you can do. I'm just waiting for the big drop. It's all psychology. It's all in the mind, right? If stocks tank again and people sell because they're gonna sell. It's all in the head. Like they're letting the red get to them. That's it. It's all in their mind, and it's stupid because most people are in the red anyways. The only way you're not underwater is if you're holding, like for example, if you bought SoFi at $15, you for some reason you bought it at 15. You were up 100% at $30 and you didn't take the profit, and now you're holding it all the way back down to your average. That's just retarded. Number one, like imagine being up 100% and then you hold it all the way down to your average. You're just dumb. You're just stupid. You're just a huge idiot. That doesn't make sense at all. So the only people who aren't underwater would be people who, for some reason, watched their stock go up 30, 80, 100, 300%, and they're just holding all the way back down to their average. That's stupid. So unless you're one, so either you're an idiot or you're like you're underwater. Like it's one or the other. Now, if you're an investor and you're genuinely holding long term for 5, 10 years, 20 years, different story. But we're talking about trading. And believe me, it happens. I've seen people be up 500% and then they're afraid to sell because they're afraid they're going to miss out on another 500%, and then it comes back down for them. And then they just hold it all the way down in the red because some people are just stupid. I don't understand that. That to me is just dumb. Like, how does your brain work where you see yourself up 100% and you just let it go back down to your average? That's just like, huh? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I'm rambling about people making me, man, I get angry about that stuff because it's like, really? Like, you were up 100% and you just let it go. You just watched it go all the way back down. Like, what? Like, excuse me? I believe you're in the stock market to make money. Okay, if I do anything today, it's probably going to be, I'm probably going to sell puts. I don't think the market's going to tank today. I think we're going to go sideways. And that makes me, like I said, that makes me think that we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the next piece of news that sends everything tanking. Yeah, that's another topic. That's a topic I need to talk about. I need to address this. And this is very important. There's way too many people who have a terrible portfolio ratio. Okay, so let me. All right, so in this section, I'm going to talk about not buying. Not your portfolio shouldn't be 80% risky plays and 20%. Something safe. Like, you should not be following Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw, let me pull up the Discord. Joey Shaw, as an example, we make fun of him all the time. We make fun of him all the time because Joey Shaw, his portfolio, 88% of his portfolio is crypto. It's MSTR and BMNR and some other garbage. And the other 12%, it's risky shit. It's he's holding hymns, I think, and some other garbage. Like, he's just holding absolute trash. Like, that's not, there's nothing smart about. He calls himself a smart guy, but there's nothing. Look at hymns. This is terrible. MSTR, absolute trash. BMNR, absolute trash. Your portfolio should never be, if your portfolio is made up of mostly risky stocks, you're basically Joey Shaw, and you should not be. Joey Shaw is in the Discord as an example of what not to do. Like, if you're holding Rich Tech Robotics and you're holding Sybil, and that's all you hold, you're in trouble. Because you should not have 100% of your portfolio, of your money, in two risky bets, two penny stocks. Because anything under $5 is considered a penny stock. So I just need to make this announcement, this video, like, stop doing that. If your portfolio is like Joey Shaw's, where most of it is just risky bets, you're putting yourself in a position to get destroyed. That's what I mean. Just ask Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw will tell you, yeah, I was up 100K, now I'm down to like 15K. Like, that's the problem. You should never ever have your whole portfolio, all of your cash, in nothing but risky plays. That is just asking to get destroyed. So if you hold RR and Sybil only, you are in danger right now. You are like in danger of getting blown up. Now, that's assuming worst case scenario. As you can see, Sybil is green today, and buyers are showing up because there's people who are smart who are like, wow, this is at the absolute bottom. Why would I be scared to buy? Because they're smart. They know what the hell they're doing. Rich Tech Robotics, that's just kind of, it looks like it looks like it wants to start slowly tanking. It looks like trash. It's not a good thing when a short report comes out and the company doesn't address anything. So they didn't address it at all, and that causes people to lose confidence in the company, and they sell. And when nobody wants to buy and hold RR, it just starts tanking. It just spirals down. And it's going to go to $1, then reverse split and get destroyed. I hope that doesn't happen, but I've seen this way too many times. From Color to Mullen to many other stocks, Bed Bath & Beyond, I believe. I've seen it too many times, so... but I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, don't be holding nothing but risky plays. Now, for example, if you're holding Rich Tech Robotics, Sybil, and Soundhound, I just hope you have more in Soundhound than in Rich Tech Robotics and Sybil. Like, again, like, you should not again. Like, let's say you're holding Rich Tech Robotics and Sybil, and that's 50% of your portfolio, and the other 50% is Soundhound. Well, I think that's dumb. You should not be doing that. You should be holding safer plays, and maybe 20% of your portfolio is risky. I get that taking on more risk means you make a lot more money. I get that, but you also get destroyed if you're wrong. Just ask Joey Shaw. That's the whole point of Joey Shaw. He is there as an example. He is there as an example of what not to do. So if you're holding 50% of your portfolio is risky plays, and the other 50% is Soundhound, consider yourself lucky, because that means you have a chance to get out and maybe even make some money. Because even if RR and Sybil tank and never recover, you will have made back the money on Soundhound. And that's important. This is why you want to have like a 50-50 split at worst. Really, you shouldn't even have that. Your portfolio should not be 50-50 like that. But at the very least, you give yourself a chance to recover. Compared to Joey Shaw. Like, Joey Shaw's not going to recover. He works a job just to buy more MSTR. just to buy more, just to destroy his account more, really. But he doesn't know that. Of course, he's just gonna sit there and tell you, "Oh, you just wait 5 years from now. It's gonna be epic in 5 years. Woo! It's gonna be epic. You just see shades. You're gonna be wrong in 5 years." Yeah, sure, sure, buddy. So yeah, for example, I hold Riot, Soundhound, APLD. I don't hold any RR. I hold Sybil, but Sybil's only like 10%. It's only 10%. Like I could lose my money on. I could lose all. I think my average is at like 6.5k. I could lose all of my Sybil, all 6.5k. It's nothing because it's only 10% of my portfolio. The other 90%, it's safe. It's safe stuff. It's Nvidia, and it's Nvidia. It's Soundhound. It's Riot. It's GRNY, an ETF that just keeps going up over the long term. And SoFi, another one that keeps going up over the long term. APLD, another one that keeps going up and on the verge of tanking, as it should. It should come back down to the purple line. But notice how all the stocks that I'm holding, they're good companies with growing revenues. They get contracts. They're established, or a little more established than Registered Robotics and Sybil, and they perform very well. So that's the difference. You just cannot have you cannot have your whole portfolio on just one stock. That's even worse. I think one guy has like his entire portfolio is Sybil. And I just told him, "Oh, you'll be all right." I don't know if he's gonna be all right. Maybe he will. I mean, you're gonna have to sit there and wait. There's an opportunity cost on top of that, but yeah, I mean, hopefully this is a good lesson. Like, don't do that. If you got 50k, don't go all 50k on Sybil, because then you're screwing yourself over. It should be like 10k Sybil at best, and then 40k into Nvidia, and you could lose 10k on Sybil. Doesn't mean shit. You got so much in Nvidia, you're just gonna print money anyways with Nvidia. Just on the covered calls alone, you'd make everything back over the course of the year. But yeah, you would too, because 40k into Nvidia would be 200 shares. You sell 2 covered calls every week. That's about what, $300? $300 times 4 weeks, $1,200. $1,200 times 10 months, that's 12,000. So yeah, so if you have 50k and you put 10k into Sybil and 40k into Nvidia, and you just sell covered calls on Nvidia for the entire year, you could lose all 10k on Sybil. You'd make it back on the covered calls. But that requires you to be deliberate. Notice how what I just said is very deliberate. Hey, I'm going to buy Sybil 10k, 40k, 200 shares of Nvidia, and I'm going to be very deliberate and just sell covered calls with the goal of making 300 every week, 1,200 every month off the covered calls. And of course, over the course of 10 months, that's 12k. So even if I lose all 10k on Sybil, 12k minus 10k is 2k. I am still in the green. I am good. I'm not blowing up my account. In fact, there's very little chance. You don't want to give the stock market any chance of blowing up your account. But by buying nothing but risky plays, that's exactly what you're doing. So for those of you watching this, please stop that. You got to stop. And if you're able to get out in the next year, if you're able to get out with a profit or even break even, don't do it again. Don't do it again. You should have more safe stocks than risky stocks. Or you end up in a position where you're crying and sad and deflated because you're in the red on everything because you're not buying anything safe. I mean, Trucker Jeff is a great example. He's holding Nvidia and he's in the green, and it sucks that Nvidia's not pumping, but he's in the green. He's not, he's very happy with his portfolio because Nvidia is really what's holding him up. But that's why you put most of your money into something safe. The others should go into risky bets if you want, but never the opposite. Never the opposite. So that's all I got to say. That's kind of my announcement for today. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Please stop going all in. Please stop putting 50% of your portfolio in risky shit. It would be interesting as a psychological study if the colors were reversed: up red, down green for longs. That would be an interesting. That would be an interesting study. I don't think it would work because people are still going to look at their account and go, "Oh my God, I'm in the green," meaning I'm down. I think it would just rewire people's brains. They would just start to see green and be like, "Grr, why are we green?" But anyways, that's the end of that section. Please stop buying. Please stop, don't follow Joey Shaw and go all in like on stupid shit. All right, guys. Any more questions? I don't think I'm gonna do anything today. It's kind of. Let me see. Should I buy a leap? Oh, RNDS just turned red. Should I buy a put? I'm really tempted to buy a put. Like, guys, you have no idea. I have been looking at this going, man, do I want to buy a put so bad. I've never wanted to buy puts so bad on a stock. I have the money to buy 50 shares of Palantir long and then 25 short. But I don't know if I want to do that. I need to make some money today. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I'm not going to force a trade, though. I'll probably just sell puts on Riot. Classic. We're going to go with the classic because I don't see anything interesting. We're not going to make big bucks until we get the rally. Once we rally, we're going to see Sybil at 002s. We're going to see SoundHound at 10 plus. And a lot of people will start to be like, oh my God, everything just keeps going up. And nobody's going to be crying. Nobody's going to be like, oh no, please stop going up. Please. I don't understand why things keep going up. Can they stop going up, please? Like, no, you're not going to hear that. You're not going to hear that. It's funny how that works. You're not going to hear people say that when it's the opposite. When everything just keeps going up, no one's going to be crying. If they're crying, it's because they made a lot of money at best. Yeah, I'm probably going to sell. Look at that. Sybil at 21%. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you believe people are such crybabies? God damn. Waiting to buy at the top because that's how it's done. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. Guys, don't buy right now. Buy when it's at the top. That's how you really make money in the markets. You buy the top and you sell low. You idiots. Come on, man. It's so ridiculous. I'm pissed. If you can't tell, this is me being pissed. Like, it's like, you can't be in the stock market if you're going to cry about being in the red 50%. Like, you should already be, that's normal. As soon as you buy any stock, assume you're going to be down 80%. Assume you're going to be down 80%. Always assume you're going to be down 80% as soon as you buy. That way you don't end up disappointed. Alright guys, that's it for the stream. There's really not much happening here. We'll see what happens over the weekend, and on Monday I'll see you guys on the next. Oh, by the way, I'm streaming tomorrow at night at 6 p.m. Central Time, USA. I'm streaming with Simply Nick. He's an old guy in the Discord, and we're gonna have a chat. So check that out. He's very straightforward and blunt like me, so it's gonna be a very interesting conversation. And I mean, you can see here. If you're here, in my opinion, to just follow some trades that you are going to lose, you should be in a community like this to learn. Start small, and the purple line is a very basic and safe way to start. There is so much that Shades does that I don't understand, so I don't follow it. If you post something that I somewhat see, I won't jump in. I won't jump right in. I'll take what I have learned over the years of failure and try to see if it's true. Test the strategies, but mainly ask myself, what am I okay with emotionally risking if I am wrong? So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna have a very interesting, it's gonna be an interesting show. Joey Shaw, we're probably not gonna do his show ever again because he got angry. Cause Joey Show is a bitch. Let's just leave it at that. So we got a new guest, Nick. So look out for that. It's going to be